This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Charlotte Hornets. And it's Charlotte to start out. And here's George. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
And Chicago has possession. Dunn outside. The three, Barrett nails it from beyond the arc.
You gotta like the quick decision-making from Barrett. Not even hesitating at all off the catch.
It's stolen by Tatum. From outside the arc. Reed with the rebound. Here are the Hornets with the ball. It's a three-point game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Back over to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so here is Chicago. After the basket by Charlotte, Barrett can't hit.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Williams with it. Now guarded by White. Puts up a three. Reed can't hit. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now a change of course is taking place.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Pass to Barrett. On the take. And that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you. He is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Now here's George. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Reed for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Chicago leading by 4. They set the pick. It's Barrett on the wing. They grab their own miss. And he dunks it down.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Pass to Tatum. Inside. Chicago passing it around. Barrett up top. Give him 8 points now. That one falls. Barrett's got 10 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Chicago leading. White with it. Guarded now by George. Back to White. Outside Tatum. Pass to Malawach. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. George outside. Outside Harden. Driving to the basket. And Harden with the slam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Here's White. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Tatum. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And here's Harden. Reed sets a screen. From deep three-point land. Harden with a bucket. Harden's gotten his second bucket.
And Harden loves flashing his range. And at times like right there, it seems limitless.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Tatum from long range. Some solid defense from Williams. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pass to Reed. No one near him. Chicago with a rebound.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Now here's White. Dunn outside. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up to the Hornets. They trail by one. Left side Reed. Now Harden. And the layup is good off the glass. Harden's gotten his third basket of the night.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
The drive by Tatum. Now watch. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. The kick out to Williams. Into the lane. And Williams punches it home.
Wow. What a move by Jalen Williams. Offensively, he just has the whole package.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Here's Harden. 7 points in the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Reed. Back to Harden. Reed sets a screen. 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. Some solid D from Eubanks.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Charlotte on top. They lead by 1.
14.
Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through is something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Out to Bagley. And George launches it from deep. The three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 4. Outside for Harden. To the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to Gonzalez. Clock at 6. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Hollins, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Three-pointer, Harden. Offensive board. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts, well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
George with it. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. The shot by Eubanks, no good. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Carter. Down low. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And the Hornets making a change here. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Let's give them a big round of applause.
Chicago leading. Here's Rollins. Giving this team some energy. Averaging a little over 10 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Now here's George. Shoots over Harden. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Outside Jones. Back to Harden. Wing shot on the way. And he makes it. Harden's got 9.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Pass to George. Over Jones. George with the bucket. George has got his second basket on the night.
Sometimes you have to ignore the analytics. There is value in the mid-range if that's who's shooting.
Nice shot by Harden.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Rollins. Pass to George. To the middle. And stolen by Bagley. It's Powell on the wing. From deep. And it's Harden again missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Over to the wing. Here's McGowan's. No points yet. Just 5 to shoot. George. Pass to Eubanks. Ooh, good D by Bagley. Now Powell. Outside Harden. Launches a 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far. And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive teams in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and beyond the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
Pass to Gonzalez. Here's McGowan's. Fires from deep. Jones grabs the board.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Lets the 3 fly. Chicago with a rebound. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Oh, sit down. Let's hear it for all the dancers. Substitution on the board.
1:52 left in the second period. Pass to Malwatch. And here is Barrett to stop the drought. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Assist goes to...
Yeah, this is the kind of scorer Barrett can be. When he's playing to his strengths, he can catch fire.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Reed. Yet to see a basket. Powell outside. Outside for Harden. 6 to shoot. Over White.
Well, Derek White is a very sticky defender. Once he gets on you, it's difficult to get any breathing. Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Charlotte trailing. George drives in. Out to Powell. Rebounded by Dunn. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Outside Tatum. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles to add to his growing legacy.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And so George will bring it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 2. Powell sets a screen. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of this one. A slam dunk by Reed.
Showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
And here's White. Still without a bucket. Outside Barrett. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Chicago with the ball. Pass to Tatum. Launches it. Tatum rips the 3.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Back to Reed. Here's Shannon. They get it back. A slam dunk by Reed.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Here's Harden. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Pass to Dunn. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Now here's Jones. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George. Chicago with a rebound.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Inside. White gets it to go.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
George feels it out a bit. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. Bulls leading by 5. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
To the paint. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Passing out of a pick and roll. Tatum's such a good decision maker. You want the ball in his hands.
Outside Jones. Right side Reed. Clock at 6. Shoots it from the high post. That one drops for him. Reed's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, really not where you expect Reed to shoot from, but he clearly made the right choice by taking that shot.
Here's Barrett. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to White. Here's Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. R.J. Barrett's the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you guys.
Playing with purpose. Allie, appreciate the report. Now White. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. And stolen by Williams.
Well, at this level, you can't afford to telegraph your passes.
Pass to Jones. The kick out to Williams. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Tatum from long range. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Hornets trail by 3. Pass to George. Back to Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And you can see Harden is feeling it, which is why he's being so aggressive on offense.
Outside Tatum. And there's the screen. Down low. They still need this with the clock winding down. Here's Malawat. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Outstanding defense by Reed there. He understands the importance of protecting the basket.
Pass to Jones. Knocks down the triple. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, there's a high percentage look for Tatum. The defense did what it could.
And that one falls for Tatum.
2 shots.
And so Tatum nails both of them. Harden with it. 16 points for him.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the third. Outside Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Eubanks the screen. Reed with the rebound.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Hornets making a switch here. Here's Charlotte. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Pass to Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 6.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
White. And the layup is good.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Right side Carter. Pass to Jones. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by White. Chicago trailing here. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. And the Hornets making a change here. 35 seconds left in the third. Pass to Williams. Misses the 3. Chicago with the ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Rollins. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Now here's Williams. He's got 6. Missed it. It's a tie game in Charlotte. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Here we go, fans.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Carter. Pass to Williams. Back to Carter. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Williams. Here's Rollins. George outside to take the lead. Drops in the 3.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Outside Carter. Pass to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's McGowan's. 5 to shoot. Here's Rollins. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
George outside. Jacks up a three. That shot, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Williams. Driving in. Blocked. Here's Rollins. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Gonzalez. Pass to McGowan. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Back to Carter. And there's the drive. Here's Shannon. To take the lead. The putback. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Pass to Eubanks. Back to Barrett. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
George outside. Outside Reed. Wide open. Chicago with a rebound. Outside Barrett. There's the triple. Reed with the rebound.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Pass to Harden. Up again. Here's the three. No good there. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Chicago leading. Outside Tatum. Chicago passes it around.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
George outside. Pass to Jones. Inside. From 6 feet away. And Reed with a nice bucket inside.
Well, he was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So here is Chicago. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Outside Barrett. Here's a floater. Cleared away by Reed. Charlotte trailing. Here's the pass to Williams. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the trifecta.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Outside Tatum. White outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
He's been in a big spot or two. Get it to NBA champ Derek White.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
George outside. Here's Harden. Now Reed. And he slams it down.
Well, you can tell Reed's teammates believe in him. They trust that he's going to come up with important points when they need him to.
Barrett outside. Tatum looking it over. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Hornets with a lead. Here's Harden. Reed sets a screen. Jams it home!
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Oh, the slam! Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play!
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Williams, and he nails it.
They trust Williams in these big spots where a bucket is needed.
And here's White. Here's a pass to Tatum. There's 42 seconds left to the fourth quarter. Now Barrett jacks up a 3. Harden with a rebound. And so they foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
And Harden gets the double team. Now it's Jones. Now pass to Williams. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside George. Clock at 4. The shot is money.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
And so it's Charlotte winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.